So I have to be completely honest, I don't know what the truth is. If it was offered to Macy Gray and she said no and then Katy Perry got the song, in which case it would be like somebody's lying. Catchy melody, controversial lyrics, unique and edgy vocals, easy to sing along chorus, and a powerful team of songwriters and producers. In what world could this have not been a #1 hit? I kissed a girl and I liked it. Lame. The song that broke Catherine Elizabeth Hudson, aka Katy Perry, into the pop music industry and started a string of #1 hits that she would go on to obtain alongside Max Martin. Today you're gonna find out everything there is to know about Katy Perry's I Kissed a Girl. Hey music lovers, welcome to another part of our series of #1 hits, all written by the same person, Max Martin. If you didn't see any of our previous parts, I'll leave them right over here and in the description below. It was on the #1 spot for 7 consecutive weeks, and it was written by Kathy Dennis, Katy Perry, Dr. Luke, and of course Max Martin, and produced by Dr. Luke and Benny Blanco. Max Martin mentored Dr. Luke, and they wrote a bunch of other hits together. Domino, Hot and Cold, Since You've Been Gone, Blow, Dark Horse, California Girls, only to name a few. But they have not worked together since the Kesha controversy, which we're definitely not going to get into in this video. Oh my god, there's a bug! There's a fucking bug on my camera. Get away! Katy Perry's career took a big turn. She changed her name, obviously, from Katy Hudson to Katy Perry. She went from a Christian album to a pop rock album in which she explores bi-curiosity, waking up in Vegas after a crazy night out, telling her man that he PMS's like a bitch, and that he should hang himself with his H&M scarf. Does that have anything to do with the fact that, you know, Max Martin's from Sweden? H&M is from Sweden? Anyway, her parents were both super religious. They were actually ministers, and her brother talks about this in the documentary Part of Me. He says they weren't even allowed to eat Lucky Charms cereal because Luck was Lucifer. That's how religious they were. The lyrics to this song have been controversial ever since it was released in April 2008. But back then, they were controversial because of its racy theme, and now they're controversial because it's problematic and it treats bisexuality like a phase or a game. On the flip side, it's known to be the beginning of LGBT awareness in pop music. Back then, people didn't really talk about having sexual or romantic encounters with people of the same sex, and pretty much the only reference for bisexuality at the time was like Madonna kissing Britney at the VMAs 2003. But did you know that Katy Perry's I Kissed a Girl was not the first I Kissed a Girl in pop music? We're gonna talk about that later on in the video. In 2018, Katy told Glamour magazine that if she could, she would make a few edits on the song and maybe take out a few stereotypes. But whatever your perspective on the song, it got what it set out to do. Shock the listener, grab their attention, and make them dance. In the video, we see Katy Perry with a bunch of other girls at a party/slumber party. She has a few celebrity friends who joined her, one of them being Kesha, who at the time was not really a celebrity. She wasn't known. This was a year before she released her smash hit TikTok. Not that TikTok, that TikTok. It turns out the whole thing was a dream when Katy wakes up next to her boyfriend. If you're enjoying this video, please be sure to hit that like button, and also it would mean the world to me if you could subscribe, hit that bell so you can get notified every time I upload a new video. So how was the chorus born? Katy said it popped into her head when she woke up one day, but she sat on it for about 1.5 years until 2 days before finishing up the One of the Boys album, she decided to record it. And what motivated her and Dr. Luke to finish the song was the fact that it was so catchy. They couldn't even get it out of their heads. So they brought it to the label and they showed it to them, and the label, of course, said no. This is not going on the album. It's way too controversial. But then they convinced them, and it ended up being the first single of this album and the most successful, of course. There is something that contradicts this though, because Macy Gray says that it was offered to her before it was offered to Katy Perry.
What happened to you that you turned down a song and then next thing you know, you hear it on the radio and it's like this mega hit, or the other way around? Have there been stories like that for you?
I Kissed a Girl.
Oh, the Katy Perry record?
Yeah, but way back, and it was a demo, and it didn't sound nothing like it, but the hook was there. She's going, I kissed a girl, and I was like, No.
Why did you turn down the songs? You thought the lyrics were too edgy, or?
No, I just didn't. I just wasn't into it.
Okay.
So I have to be completely honest. I don't know what the truth is. If it was offered to Macy Gray and she said no, and then Katy Perry got the song, in which case it would be like somebody's lying. I have to be honest, I don't know. I did my research and I couldn't find the answer. So if you know what the real story is, please leave it down below in the comments. Please. The first I Kissed a Girl is from Jill Sobule and it was released in 1995. It says, I kissed a girl, her lips were sweet, she was just like kissing me. I kissed a girl, won't change the world, but I'm so glad I kissed a girl. And I liked it. I realized that this song was first, but Katy Perry's I Kissed a Girl I think was more impactful just because of how catchy it is. But this might have served as inspiration for Katy Perry's I Kissed a Girl. And honestly, this would not surprise me one bit. Max Martin always likes to take inspiration from past songs and from past hits, and he likes to pay tribute to that. However, this has not been spoken about by Katy Perry, Max Martin, Dr. Luke, Benny Blanco, or Kathy Dennis, so we don't really know if this served as direct inspiration, but Jill Sobule definitely says that it did.
This is one that I was sort of known for a while, called I Kissed a Girl, and it's my one, not the new Katy Perry one.
It's the real one.
The
it's
real
the good one.
Yes, and Margaret Cho said that, and I'm going to teach her how to play I Kissed a Girl.
In an interview with The Rumpus in 2009, Jill called Katy Perry a title-thieving little slut. She also said, unfortunately, you can't copyright a title. Bummer. As a musician, I've always refrained from criticizing another artist. It did bug me a little bit, however, when she said she came up with the idea for the title in a dream. In truth, she wrote it with a team of professional writers and was signed by the very same guy that signed me in 1995. If you want to read the full interview, I'll link it up in the description below. Who was Katy Perry's I Kissed a Girl for? That's the big question. There are two versions of this. The first one is Katy Perry was in her room or somewhere. She was reading a magazine and then all of a sudden Scarlett Johansson popped up. Her boyfriend John Mayer came in and she said, look at Scarlett Johansson. Isn't she pretty? If she one day wanted to make out with me, I would totally make out with her. I hope you don't mind. He probably didn't mind. The other version is that Miley Cyrus said in an interview, that Katy Perry said in an interview, like interviewception, that the song was written about Miley Cyrus. The thing is, back then, Katy Perry was 23 years old and Miley Cyrus was 15. So that would be illegal and weird. So let's just take number one as the official version. How about that? Let me know in the comments what you think. You can see another video here. You can see another video here. You can subscribe up here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy this. See you in the next one and peace out. Oh God, it's always so awkward to end these videos. The endings are so awkward.